local organization teaching the next generation of Chicagoans how to live sustainably.
Plant Chicago offers programs that explore the most innovative methods for sustainable food production and energy conservation. Dulce and Tom join us with more. Welcome. First of all, Tom, tell us about Plant Chicago and your educational framework.
Yeah, so thank you so much for having us. So Plant Chicago is a nonprofit organization based in the Back of the Yards neighborhood of Chicago. Our mission is to cultivate local circular economies, and the way we do that is we have workshops, programs, we have a lot of farmers markets. They're monthly, they happen year round. We also have a indoor shared use farming space where we have local farmers that can utilize our space to grow their own produce, start their seeds, and lead workshops in there. We also have a downstairs retail space where we source locally based goods, and we have a lot of local produce too that we actually sell there and distribute to community members.
Tom, you are doing a lot at Plant Chicago.
Yes,
That's
we
a
do.
lot of things, but you said a phrase that I don't think people are that familiar with: circular economy. You want to keep it local. What does that mean? Like, how does that help people in the day-to-day?
Yeah, so when we talk about circular economy, I like to kind of frame it in the way we talk about like waste. So understanding what waste is and like how you can actually find ways that are creative to utilize waste. So we talk a lot about how the building itself that we operate out of, it's an 100-year-old firehouse. And so we're actually using that space and creating that space and sharing that with community members and just kind of keeping those things in circulation for longer periods of time.
And I love that you bring student groups into everything. Tell us about the tours that you offer and what the students can learn.
Of course, yeah. So we work with like students of all ages. They come and they do mushroom growing classes, vermicomposting classes, aquaponics, hydroponics. And we also do all kinds of like public facing workshops too. So folks from around Chicago can actually come and learn about some of the amazing work that we do here and some of the amazing work that some farmers come and do in our space too.
And speaking of farmers, we have Dulce with us, and she is somebody that you might be able to learn from because you're a beekeeper as well. You do farming. You've been working with Plant Chicago for 9 years?
Yes.
Okay, so how did you get interested in farming, and was this just, how did you find yourself working with Plant Chicago?
I was supporting my husband. He's a third-generation farmer. We built Cedillo's Fresh Produce out of, because we wanted to support him and grow local organic fruit, vegetables here in the south side of the city.
So are you one of the instructors? If Andrea and I came to take a course or a workshop, you would be one of the folks teaching us?
Yes, actually, we gave a workshop last month of how it's named Seeding with the Seasons, and that was teaching people how to start your seeds so they could be ready when you need them during the season. So part of what we do is, so these are already started in Plant Chicago, and they were started last month, so you can see how they're growing. And
what are these?
These are Swiss chard.
Oh, beautiful! Now I can see that little baby Swiss chard.
Little baby Swiss
You
chard.
grew these from seeds?
Yes.
They're growing fast.
They're
Doesn't
growing
it
very
seem?
fast because we have grow lights, and so last month in the workshop we were able to teach people how to seed them, when to water them. Also, a lot of people don't know that you cannot like throw a lot of water in them.
And you have something called like the Victory Garden, right?
Yes, that's what we grow. That's what we start growing. We utilize that for a storage area and growing your space. We also do a lot of the workshops. As you can see, we love to invite the community with the children so they can learn how to do all the different things, whether it's growing or honey harvest. So on Wednesday, we're going to have a honey harvest
Get
workshop.
over here, Andrea.
know,
Let's
I
see.
love
Okay,
honey.
so I mean, you are a beekeeper. That sounds a little dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's how do you start off learning how to keep bees?
Well, I had a mentor who helped me, Beautiful Honey. So I've been learning from him for 4 years. So I'm still an apprentice, really.
Oh, wow.
But I also like to share all my knowledge, especially with the community members. And because I'm bilingual, I get to teach that in Spanish as well.
And that's really important for you, right?
Yes.
To make sure that all people have accessibility to the education and the workshops.
Especially the children.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So show us what's going to happen at this workshop. You're going to show us maybe not necessarily how to be a beekeeper, but how to harvest some of the honey, right?
Yeah, so part of the things that the kids learn or the community members learn is how to uncap. So you grab this tool,
you
and
do it.
we have 3 different tools that we can utilize.
I know there's no bees around, but
So we just uncap the first layer of wax. A lot of people, they're like, oh, how do we remove everything? No, we could utilize a knife like that one to cut it.
We
but
just want a
you're doing
tiny
such a
little
great
layer,
job.
right?
Yes.
that's really good.
Yes.
You're natural.
Ooh, how's that? Is that pretty good? I just got the
Yes.
little top layer.
Yes, and if you want to grab one of these,
Okay.
and
Look, Andrea, I worked so hard
try
for you.
honey.
Try a little
This
honey.
is cool.
Yes.
We can try it?
Yes, please.
Oh, wow. That's
I love honey.
so good.
This is local
This is
organic honey.
delicious.
delicious.
Right
It's
here in Chicago.
unbelievable. So good.
So yes, and
Okay.
you can find a lot of this information at Plant Chicago's website.
And then honey goes really well with tea. And I hear that you also do a tea workshop.
Yes, we do a tea workshop, and we not only share with the community what they are. Like the different benefits of the herbs that we're growing at the farm. So it's just an amazing collaboration with the whole the community. Like I'm sharing what I know and they're sharing what they know, and we're all sitting down sipping tea.
And Tom, you guys have something else going on there too, like
Yeah.
mushrooms. You can.
I see those. Look at. I know what you're thinking.
So we do a lot of
Truffles.
mushroom growing
No,
classes.
not
too.
what you're thinking, Dulce.
So we do a lot of mushroom growing classes too. Some of them are for adults, some of them are also for younger folks too. Here we have a mushroom growing on a toilet paper roll. So we use that to expose the students or young people to like something they're familiar with and like realizing that mushrooms grow on plant-based products. And so when they see mushrooms growing on toilet paper roll, it kind of gets them thinking about like, oh, okay, cool. I can grow mushrooms and they grow in things that are familiar to me, and they can take that back to the classroom and then it grows there from that.
And what's
there.
going on? This one's growing in a bag.
Yeah, this is a reishi mushroom, and this is
Okay.
actually growing out of the filter patch right here. But these were growing for about 6-7 months, and I kind of use these here to kind of show people that there's other mushrooms just besides like the white button mushrooms you see in the grocery store. There's like thousands and thousands of varieties you can grow. Some of them you can't eat, some of them you can, but just kind of shows them the diversity of the variety of
And
fungi.
the
and
beautiful
mushrooms out
thing
there.
is, once
great.
you teach everybody these wonderful skills, you have a shared growing space where they can come and grow there and harvest food
Exactly.
there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
I love the
that's-
partnership between you and the community. That's so
That's
important.
so great. Oh, the
Thank
honey
you
is
both.
delicious.
Getting the
Thank
knowledge
It's so
out there.
good.
Yeah, so delicious. Thank you guys.
That's awesome.
The next farmers market is April 12th, and they have the farmers markets year round,
Yeah.
which is really cool. For more information, just head to plantchicago.org or find them on their socials there you see on your screen.